In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I built this AI graphic designer that creates professional Instagram posts from a simple text message. If this helps you automate your content creation, hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Today, we are building a complete AI-powered graphic design system using N8N. By the end of this video, you'll have a workflow that can replace junior-level graphic designers for social media content. So with that said, let's hop right into the demo. Generate me an image of a man walking on the road while he's talking on the phone. So we have basically sent a simple message just telling what kind of image we want it to, but this system does not require you to tell how you want it to, but just to spice things up, I've just told it to create something of what I feel like I would want. Perfect. So as you can see, once I messaged this, it gave me an image URL, which is from Google Drive. And also it gave me the caption, right, with hashtags. So let's go ahead and copy this link, and check and see how the image is. Yeah. So as you can see, a man standing and walking, but I'm not able to see the road clearly, right? So it says maintain connection while on the move, effortless call management. So basically, this is what all of these are basically from what the AI has created. It came up with the text, it came up with the content, it came up with everything, right? So it knows exactly what colors to use, what theme my brand is, and whatnot. So based on that is what it has created this, right? Say if you're not interested, if you're like, if you don't like this, you just go ahead here and click slash for a new image. Just put new image. All right. And then it'll generate you a new image. So with that said, let's just jump right into this. So we'll be building today something like this. So basically, as you can see, there is two types of workflows in this thing. So rather in one workflow, there is like two different segments, right? So this is the main workflow where this is where the first initial image and captions are being generated and saved into Google Sheets. And then when we want to say change the image or change the caption of the thing which it had already created, it'll use this. So that's the reason we've got a if not, right? So yeah, so let's just jump right into it. Also, you will have access to all of these things, like say for this prompt and system message. You will have everything in the caption down below, where you can just go and copy everything and paste it. So that way you can customize it exactly the way you want based on the template I've already given. So let's go ahead now and check on Telegram. Right, so we need it on message because when this trigger receives a message, only it has to basically run the workflow, right? So that's what we want. So we have gone for Telegram message. So what's always best is that you go step by step. So let's go with this first. Let's just check and see if this is working. And also for you to get your credentials, I will show you that also in a bit, right? So you don't have to change this. You just have to add the access token. So to get the access token, you just go here and just type a bot father. This will come, right? So it's this profile picture, so need the exact thing, right? Just come down. I've already created, as you can see, I've created bots before. So just put here slash new bot here, create a new bot, right? So then when you add that, it will say choose a name. So let's just say graphic. So this is the name which will be displayed on the top. Like this is shown as bot father. Likewise, we are going to choose a name for what we want this to be. So graphic designer. Okay. And then, okay, it should end in bot. Understood. The username. So let's go with Ashley underscore designer underscore 12301. Just a random code so that we don't the graphic designer normal 123 might be used. Then import, right? Then once you do that, you get this. So when you click on this, you get access to the chat bot, right? The chat rather. So then let's go back to the bot further, and we are going to copy this access token, right? We're going to copy the access token and paste it right over here. Save it. Yeah, so the credentials successfully created. Just waiting until this is tested, done. Yeah, so that's okay. So let's just go here and click execute workflow. Go back to this and let's just say hi, just to trigger that. Yep, got triggered. So if you want to see if something is triggered, just see if there's green lines, because when you're executing it, now if it's not active, right, and you're just on the testing phase, it'll always be green. So now this is a really good way, so that okay, what is working, what is not working, and whatnot. Yeah. So basically, what we're going to do is before I jump and start doing the whole thing, I will be teaching you exactly how to do this workflow, right? Because this is the main workflow. These sub workflows, it's really easy to make, because I'll show you that as well. But this is the main thing. So once I show you until say here, you'll be able to just go and complete the whole thing. I'm going to make a AI agent, which is for this again, so that you'll just see basically how I created it for this. So you'll be able to take the information I've given from the description below and use that as a template and just customize it to however you want it to fit your needs. So yeah, so now we won't need the if node right now. We'll do it later when we are going to create the sub workflow, right? So let's just directly connect the AI agent. So just click on plus and then the AI agent. Okay, let's just make this as defined below. So then you have got a prompt. And then also we need this specific output format, right? So that we can choose exactly how this AI agent outputs its information. Then we need a system message as well. Okay, so what I'm pasting here is what you will get in the description below. So like I said, you can use this as a template and just adjust it to however you want it to. So let's delete this. As you can see, let's make this bigger. As you can see, this expression is on red. So if it's on red, that means the expression isn't working. Let's delete that, and we need the message, right? So based on this is what is going to create the content. It'll already have its information, but basically based on this, right? So let's just paste it right here. So then as you can see, this expression, when we paste it here, in the results, it shows the exact thing, what the expression is. So in this case, I just messaged it saying hi. So it shows you hi. Then now for the system message, we just pasted the same thing again, right? So this is basically of like what to do, the do's, the don'ts, what it's supposed to do and whatnot, So that way the brand colors to every single thing is there in the system prompt. If you system message, if you want to make this exactly to how you want it for your business, what you can do is you can just copy this whole thing and then you can paste it into ChatGPT and just tell ChatGPT in your own words as to what exactly your brand concept is. And based on that, it'll use this template to fill your information in. So, it'll work perfectly. So require output format is done. So then we go and then add a chat model as OpenAI. You can add a small one. In this case, let's just use 4o. Yeah, GPT-4o mini. And let's just leave that. You don't have to customize this at all. And then let's go to the output parser. Let's input. So you're going to switch this to define using JSON schema. So now say for an example, you want the output of this schema to be different and you don't know how to do JSON. You just tell ChatGPT to do it for you and it'll do whatever you need it to. So you don't have to like break your head and think, okay, I've got to do this, just you've got AI right now. So not an issue. So yeah, you can paste the same thing I've given, right? That way, you can just follow along. And then, yeah, so now, so far, let's just check whether this works. So I would always recommend, and I always tell this, right? When you're creating a workflow, always go step by step. First, see if the first thing works, first node works. If it works, then go to the next. Because if you just go through the whole thing, it'll just confuse you and you won't know what is going wrong and whatnot, So I would always urge you to go like this. So let's just go back here, execute workflow. And then I want a graphic design of man running on the road. Okay. So it has executed it right now. The AI is working. Okay, done. Perfect. Let's see what the output here is. Okay, so it's given the DALL-E prompt. It's given the background prompt and whatnot. So the reason it's giving all of this is because of this, because we went here and put the structured output parser. Otherwise, what's going to happen is it's all going to just be together, So when it's together, so let me just put it to schema and just show it properly. Yeah, so see, it's all separated. So the reason it's separated is because we have already told it, that it has to separate it. So that's the reason it's separating it. So as you can see, it's giving the DALL-E prompt, right? The overall prompt, and then the background, what the background is supposed to be, the title, subtitle, theme of it, and whatnot. So running on the road is because I told it that, See here, I want a graphic design of a man running on the road. So basically, let's put your visual style, dark, moody, ultra realistic photography with high contrast. All of this is because I have mentioned all of this in the system prompt. So now let's go and add a set node. So now what we need to do is we need to tell, the workflow has to understand that, okay, this is this, So by doing, so let me just show you a quick example of how we would do this, right? So DALL-E prompt. Okay. And then we're going to just drag this DALL-E prompt here. And I'm going to put it here, right? So then this way, so we will be doing it for everything, but this way, what happens is it understands, okay, this is this, this is this. So then later on the workflow, if you want to pull something, right, we can be like, okay, from this set node, this one, So I hope you understand the gist of it, right? And also in this earlier in the AI agent system message, I told it that I specifically do not want any sort of CTA, because sometimes what happens with these is it thinks that the CTA has to be a button, right? Because it's a graphic design, we would not want it to be a button. So that's the reason I have left CTA out, right? And finally, for the visual style, let's just edit as design notes. Let's just drag this and put it here, right? So this is all done. So let's just pin this, right? So what happens when you pin it is it just keeps on remembering what this info is. In this case, the info is this, So let's just pin this and keep it. And then let's execute this node only. Okay, perfect. So the same thing here, it just comes here, but whatever the relevant information only, Perfect. Okay, so now to the main node, right? So this is where it's going to create the actual graphic, and it's going to add the text, and it's going to do everything, right? So basically this came up with the idea of what to do, the content, right? And this is what's going to actually do everything, come up with the actual visuals. So let's just go to OpenAI and just choose generate an image. And also always make sure that this is set to GPT image 1, because this is like the latest and greatest one, So choose this because the DALL-E 3 and DALL-E 2 and whatnot cannot handle these proper text and whatnot whatsoever. All right. So let's just edit there. And now let's just paste this prompt, right? Let's go in more detail of what the prompt is. Let's go through this. Let's go through the expression, and then I'll also explain this, right? So the DALL-E prompt, I dragged it and dropped it here, and then I wrote, okay, this has to be this, and basically about the text on how it should misspell anything, and how it's supposed to use the fonts, to how it's supposed to use the uppercase, lowercase. We are to position it, that it can just keep on playing with it and whatnot, because sometimes if you don't tell it, okay, I want it in this alignment, I want it in that alignment, it'll just do whatever it wants, so there should be a proper design language going on, so that way it stays properly consistent throughout everything. You can customize this also like you wanted to. So for this instance, we were just going to drag the DALL-E prompt and drop it here. So as you can see here, the same thing shows here as well, right? So let me just go ahead and execute it. Also, you can adjust the quality the way you like it. So the higher the quality, the little more, a couple of cents might go higher. The lower the quality, the cheaper it is. I would urge you to go for the higher quality or the medium. If the medium isn't doing really good, high is the best, right? So let's just execute this step and see what comes. This generally takes around sometimes 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depending on the internet speed. Okay, so it's done generating it. Let's go ahead and have a look at it. Just click view, train without distractions. AI keeps your calls engaged. Yeah, that seems to be good for me. So it has not got the colors right. Neither is the proportions, like the way the alignments and all are done isn't the best. It has not added the purple in this instance, right? So for now, let's just keep on doing it, and then we can also change this back later onwards, right? So basically the image is done, right? So the image is completely done. It has been created. So now what we need to do is we need to upload it into Google Drive. So that way we can take the URL later and then send it to ourselves using Telegram. So let's go to upload, Google Drive, right? And then just go to upload file. And then you've got to just basically name the file, right? So I'm just going to name it like this. And yeah, you can name it whatever you want, but I'm going to name it like this. Let's choose our folder. You need to choose your parent drive and also the folder. So I'm going to choose my folder called Pilot Uploads. You need to create a folder inside Google Drive to select one. All right. So first create a folder inside Google Drive, and then you can select it and then execute step. Now it's basically uploading the previous file, right? It's uploading this image onto Google Drive. Okay, done. So here we go. It's uploaded it, right? Wait, we need to add this output is too complicated. So let's just make it simple output. Let's execute it again, so that the output is just what we need it to be, not everything from here, Okay, perfect. This is all we need, the information, right? So now basically what has happened so far is we've generated the image. Now, so we've uploaded it. Now we need the caption, right? So let's go to the AI and let's get an AI agent. Let's put it defined below. We don't need to require any specific output because that output is just completely, we are going to use it only for the caption, all right? So we no need to keep a specific thing there. So let's just go and add this, right? Once again, all of these are there in the description down below. Right. So this is in red. So like I told you earlier, if it's an expression in red, that means it's not working. So in our set node earlier, we renamed the visual style to design notes. Let's just take that and drop it here, right? So here you go. Yeah, the main subject is It's basically explaining exactly what the visual style of the graphic is, right? So let's just go and add the LLM. So LLM is basically the chat model. It stands for large language model, right? So let's just go ahead here and use it as use OpenAI. GPT 4.1 mini is more than enough, right? So let's just also we need to add the system message. I forgot to add that. All right. let's just add the system message over here. Yeah, so once, let me just make this a little bigger. Yeah, once the system message is also added, let's just rename this to caption generator, just so that we know which AI is which AI agent is which. Let's just execute this step. So in this, we have added, the theme, the angle. So the caption is based on the actual visuals of the content, So the caption and also the visual content, if it's different, then it's not going to make sense, right? So as you can see in this, it's saying focus on your page, not your phone, right? Let me also show you how, where this is been uploaded. We need to get the URL. So far it's on the ID form, right? It's on this ID, right? So if you go and if you basically go ahead and add Google Drive /file-d and you add this ID, it's going to show it to you, right? But we're not going to do that. We don't need the ID, we need the actual URL so that we can directly have a look at it. So let's go ahead and add a set node, right? And in this set node, what we're going to do is we're going to take the ID and we're going to drop it here. And all of what I told earlier, where we need to add the HTTPS, googledrive.com /file-, all of those. We can add it and then we can use the ID as an expression, so that way it just gives us the direct URL every time, right? So then let's just go here and add image URL, and then you add this, and then you take the uploaded files ID, right? You just take this ID and drop it over here, right? So then better not leave a space. Yeah. Okay. And then in the end, you just put /view. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. So then if you just click execute step, you should check and see. Yeah, perfect. So now we can just check this URL and see if it's working. Just copy this. Perfect. Here you go. See, in Google Drive it's uploaded, and this is the actual image. Also make sure in the Google Drive is always public, that anybody can access it. So that's the only way, you'll be able to just copy the link and open it anywhere, right? So now we have the Google Drive's link, right? So now what we need to do is we need to send all of these back to ourselves, right? So now currently we have generated the actual content, we have generated the image, we have uploaded the image, and we have generated the caption, and also we have got the URL. So now we need all of this to ourselves, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to go and add a Telegram, right? And then send a message. And we're going to configure this to send us the message back, right? So for the chat ID, you just have to go to Telegram ID and just drag it and drop it here. Oh, it should fall. Okay, so this expression is giving us an error. Okay. It should not go from chat. You have to pull it from the from, below the from. You have to pull it from that and already add it. Oh, that's also giving. Okay. We can also add the static information, which will work. Oh, I think I was pasting it all of this time in the wrong field. So, okay, let's just add this directly onto here. We try this as well and see. Yeah, we can just, so basically this number is always going to be constant because you're going to use just one Telegram thing to always use it. So just type this number back here. Then you're going to, for the message back. So basically you can add whatever you want, right? But in my case, I just wanted it to be a little, fancy. So that's the reason I've added all of this. So the expression and the result. So basically, as you can see, it's giving the image URL, it's giving the original caption with the hashtags, and also it's saying reply with this, right? So we'll go back to how to configure this and make this work later onwards in just a second, right? So let's just execute this and go and test it out. Okay, so as you can see, it's working, right? We can just copy this URL and just test it out and see. But there you are. Perfect. Yeah, here you go. It's working, right? So now for us to make this actually work, this hashtag tone and all of this, what we have to do is we have to make this workflow actually remember what the last execution was, So like a last image and caption was. So at this point, it does not remember anything, right? What we need to do is we need to go to our the end of this workflow and we need to add Google Sheets. Then we need to choose append row in sheets. All right. And then, so before we configure all of this, we need to actually go and create an actual, Google Sheet. So that way we can select, and do whatever we want, right? So I'll just open this blank document and let me just put here as call pilot 101, just as an example, right? And then let me go back to this. Let's choose it from the list. Here we go. Call pilot 101. And then it's going to be sheet 1, right? Sheet 1, right? So now we need to add certain columns to this, right? So we need the couple of columns we need is user ID, and then we need caption, and then we need image URL, image ID, content strategy, DALL-E prompt, and then time stamp to know exactly what time this was created. Then also, of course, the title, and then the subtitle, right? So yeah, these are the only information we need. So then we go back and then we no columns found, retry, refresh, right? So here you go. So everything we added in this Google sheet is displaying onto this, right? So now we need to just fill this with expressions. So user ID, right? Let's go to our Telegram from, still it doesn't work for some reason. Let's just take the ID, actual ID from here. Paste it, fixed. In the caption, let's go to our caption generator. Now let me just get caption generator output, image URL, image ID, and then also the content strategy. That is our, we can just go over here, content strategy, right, and here. Not here, the AI agent, design notes, our content strategy. Here in the DALL-E prompt, also from the same AI agent. Then the timestamp, you can just add this. It's a timestamp. Switch it to expression. Then the title, also you can just take it from the same AI agent. Subtitle. right? So now when you just click execute step, to basically go and fill all of this information here, right? All of this information is of the last image which we created, right? So you can make it neat where you like it, right? Then yeah, so basically this is done. Now we're going to go ahead and make this change tone, change shorten our caption, and a new image and whatnot. We'll start doing it right away, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a if node over here, right? So basically what this if node does is now it should basically know which is which, right? So now basically when we go to send a message here, it doesn't know whether it's a thing where it has to do adjustment or whether it has to create a new image, right? So that's the reason we add this slash, right? So I'll show it to you in a second why that really is important, So let's just go and add this message, actual message. Let's just go and add it here. And then it contains, right? Always just make sure you add it contains and then slash. Okay. So if the message, so basically if the message contains the slash, it has to go to the sub workflow. If the message does not contain, so which is the false branch, if the message does not contain the slash, it has to go to our main workflow, right? So let me show you an example. So now currently it is pinned. Let me just unpin this and save it. Okay. So let's just go ahead here and here shorter caption. Okay. Send it, then execute. Okay, so see, as you can see, this did not trigger because it did contain, right? So what we have put is if the message contains it, it goes to the true branch. So currently it has gone to the true, which we have not created it yet. So, all right, so in a second we'll be creating these. So yeah, let's just jump right into creating it. Good. Also make sure you enable this. Okay, so now we need to pull the information from the Google Sheet, right? So whatever we saved here, it has to know which image it is, So we're going to go here and we're going to get the information from the sheets. Google Sheet, get rows, and we're going to just select it. Right. So after doing this, we just let's just execute this. Let's pin this as well so that the information is saved. Yeah. Okay. So here's the issue right now. What happens when you execute it is that it gives everything. It gives it gives all the information. So like say for an example, there's 5 rows. It gives all 5 rows. So in this, we just have only 1 row over here. That's the reason it's just showing 1, right? So let me just show you an example. Copy, paste, and let's just add some gibberish there. And then I once again copy, paste, and some gibberish there, right? Let's just go again, just for example's sake, all right? Execute it. Great. Oh, okay. Here you go. See the second one, the third one, the fourth. So everything comes, right? So then the AI won't know exactly, the workflow won't know exactly which one is the last one, right? So we need to add a code node to make sure it understands that, okay, this is the last one, right? So don't worry, all of this code is, like I said earlier, all in the description. You can just take it out. If you want AI to help you with it, you can ask ChatGPT as well, right? So let's just paste it over here and then execute this. right? So now there is around three items. Now we have got just one, right? The fourth one. See, fourth row, right? So there's nothing below. So that's awesome. So now using actually, we can't use that information because there was this gibberish. Let me just pull this onto the end, and then let me just execute this workflow once more. Okay, and then this result. Now for all of these options, right? So as you can see, there's 4 options. We need to create separate flows for it, right? So for that, we need to create something which it can like think, okay, if it's supposed to be this, it has to go here. And if it's supposed to be something else, it goes somewhere else, you know? So for that, we'll add a switch node, right? Which is going to then see, as you can see here, we'll see. It'll have like this where it'll think, okay, it is applicable for it to go here, 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 you know. So we will be adding in this instance, we'll be adding 4. Then let's just add this expression. Okay, once again, the expression of the Telegram trigger is not working. Right, so the text, we just take text, drop it here. Perfect. Right, and then we add it as shorter captions. So if basically if this is equals, if the message is equals to shorter caption, we'll use the 0 root, right? Like why is you're going to do it for everything? So yeah, that's about it, right? So in this instance, we have put slash shorter caption. All right, so let's just execute this and see the first one only has to perfect. See, the 0, 1 was that, so it enabled the 0, 1, right? So that's perfect. So yeah, so basically what you can do is from here, it's like super simple, you know, you can just go create the AI agent, right? Same thing as always. And now just add. Super simple. The system message there, you know, like basically just to make the caption a little shorter based on the, you know, thing from Google Drive, Google Sheets, right? So then when we execute this, it's going to basically just shorten the caption and give it, oh, okay. I have not added a model here. So let's go to OpenAI. Chat model. Okay, let's execute this as once more. Perfect. See, stay focused. Let AI, right? So it's super simple. Yeah. Then now, and then to message you back, just go to Telegram. And then just put send a message, same as before, you know, it's just repeating it again and again, right? And then let me just show you. So then when you want it to basically create the image, it'll go in route 1, it'll create the new image, it'll go through OpenAI with, so basically this will be the exact same as this, right? And then it'll create the content, the background, the DALL-E prompt, and also, you know, the title, the subtitle. And then it'll put it here, upload it, get the URL and send it back. You know, so basically it's the same thing repeated again, right? But the only difference is it gets the information from the Google Sheets. So there you have it. This is the complete setup of how you make your AI agent, AI graphic design agent. It's how you build an AI graphic designer that works 24/7. This workflow has saved me hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars in design costs. The comment section is where the real learning happens. Drop your question about any part of this build and I'll respond to you and I'll respond to every single one of them. If you would also want to know how to incorporate an actual product where you just take a picture of a product and the graphic is made using that product, right? Just let me know in the comments and I'll create a new video on that. And if you want to see more automation builds like this that solve real business problems, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.